How we doing, bro?
Oh, look who's here!
He's here. The Stash Man's appeared.
Now the real Stash showed up.
What are you talking about? I'm Thunder Stash.
He's celebrating. He's got the victory cigar out.
What kind of cigar is that, Stash? What kind of cigar are you smoking?
Perdomo 30th anniversary. I got a box of it.
Beautiful. Yeah, I'm actually puffing on a Vizian from Ecuador right now. So.
Oh, nice. Those are good.
Those are great, man.
I won some of those once I played in a Texas Hold'em tournament.
Okay.
And the ante was a cigar that had to be like $20 and up. And people could rebuy in if they lose for a second cigar. I ended up getting second. I ended up getting about 100 cigars for free.
Nice.
So much that I had to buy a humidor to store.
Well, good to finally meet the man behind the Stash. And with that story there, like this is an open invitation to all of you. But Stash, you're gonna have to come on Liquored Up Live and throw me with some of these Texas poker stories, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to. So, how's the podcast going tonight?
Well, Nate and I just got into a heated debate over the direct. It got pretty heated. Nate got pretty aggressive towards me.
And
I'm about to bore everybody with a trip through time.
Yeah, but before we go bore everyone, Stash can't be here for like super long because he's out. I mean, he's having a good time, right? He's out having a good time right now.
Yeah.
So, Stash, thoughts on the direct, and obviously thoughts on Metroid Prime 4 because that's what we're in a heated debate about right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, obviously after the direct, like you said, Nate, I stepped away from the computer for a few and social media, and obviously I was on the road and service wasn't great, but I did see some things on Twitter and saw some people giving some pretty average reviews of the direct. I saw some C's that I didn't quite expect, but that's the thing is that the directs they're not always going to hit for everybody, right?
Yeah.
For me personally, it hit, and I mentioned it in the chat as well. I think there was 10 to 15 games that were shown that I know I'm going to buy.
Hell yeah, dude.
And then Dragon Quest, I mean, dude.
That art style?
Woo, yes.
How good was that art
exciting.
style? Their faces? It reminded me of those stop
Earthbound?
motion holiday movies.
Mhm.
Or
Okay.
Earthbound, yeah.
Yes, it reminds me of Earthbound's concept art for
Yeah,
what
dude.
they wanted to achieve, which, hey, maybe this is a good template for Nintendo to follow and be like, hey, this looks like what our concept art looks like if we wanted to bring, Super Nintendo Earthbound back, we could do this art style, right? Maybe this gives them an in. I don't know. It's obviously wishful thinking, but to me, that's what it reminded me of. But it also looks like Dragon Quest concept art for Dragon Quest 7.
Totally. I've never played Dragon Quest 7, so this was a big one. I gave the conference a 9 out of 10, an A for me. There's just so much here that I love. So I feel like you'd probably pretty close, Stash, to that, if not the same.
Yeah, if I was giving it a number, I would say a 9. It's not perfect.
Yeah. But
it's damn good. If I gave it a letter, it would be an A. It's not an A minus. It's not an A plus or an A plus plus. But it's damn good. A lot of the games, like I said, I want to be picking up. Dragon Quest again, I'm hyped about. Obviously, a lot of my picks drew on the bingo card hit, which I was pretty excited about. And the tweets too, the follow-up tweet from Nintendo about Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 being in 4K on Switch 2.
So awesome.
Was pretty awesome because that was not mentioned.
I missed that. It's in 4K.
Yeah.
Switch.
Oh.
Yeah, Nintendo tweeted it out after.
Okay.
So between that, obviously, Switch 2 edition of Mario Wonder, that's great. The Yoshi game, You know, one thing I've noticed about Yoshi over the years, and I'm sure you guys have too, they test out new art styles almost every time with Yoshi. You look at Yoshi's Island on SNES, Yoshi's Story on 64, Crafted World, all of them. They all try out different art styles, and here's yet again another one, which is cool. That was good to see. Now, you mentioned you guys were talking about Metroid. So I'll get my thoughts real quick on Metroid. So it's interesting because Metroid, it's a Metroidvania, but it's a first-person Metroidvania. And based on what we saw, and based on the original rumors of it being like open zone, this is very interesting because what we saw today looked almost more than open zone. And now I'm starting to think, wait a minute, are we getting like a first person open zone, possibly more Metroidvania style game?
Cheers.
And to me, that's extremely appealing. You know what I mean?
Totally.
And the bike, I don't know. The first thing it reminded me of is the Dark Knight with Christian Bale. I'm like, this is badass, dude.
That's a good point.
So
Real
I am
quick,
very
Stash,
excited.
if you don't give this if you don't do this like a wrestling promo, Prime will yell at you. I'm just telling you right now.
Dude, the cigar.
Nah, because he didn't make me buy a $55 pizza.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. I'm never living it down.
I've wasted money on worse things. To be
Gosh,
clear.
that's when you just come back saying, "All right, Toad."
Yeah. Do we have the Toad hat?
No, I don't. I have it at all.
I've never seen him in the same room.
Right?
Yeah, so here's what I think overall. Like, I was thinking about this on the way up here because I didn't have to drive. I'm just sitting there with my thoughts, which I don't get to do often because I always drive. When it's Michaela and I always drive because, you know, she'll even tell you, me driving is always the safest option.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about it, and it's like we all had so much excitement, right? Going into the direct. We all talked about how it feels like Christmas morning. And we all have like this hope, right? That it could be the best direct ever. And then of course some people are let down, right? I wasn't let down. But I've seen some people saying that they're never going to allow this basically to happen to themselves again, where they get this excited. And I think that's a mistake. It's a bad decision because you got to have hope, man. Like every year you go into, especially as a kid, right? Every year you go into the holidays, you go into Christmas, you always have hope, right? You're filled with hope in your heart and you're excited for what might be under the tree, to see family and all this. And just because it didn't totally hit for you doesn't mean you should give up your hope, because like that's literally what you live for, right? We all live for this every day. We all like live direct to direct as much as we play video games and we're satisfied with what we have right now. We look forward to all these directs. So I would just caution everyone to let's not get out of hand here. This is fun. It's always fun to look forward to directs. Back in the day, we looked forward to the E3s, but now we get directs multiple times a year, right? So I just caution everyone, hey, if it didn't totally hit for you, try to find the positives there, because I don't know how you can't walk away saying you're at least going to get a handful of these games. Like Resident Evil 7, 8, 9, the RE engine is running on Switch too. That means Monster Hunter maybe, right?
Dude, it's huge. Onimusha maybe.
Yeah.
Dude,
Hey, there I am.
yeah.
The sky's the limit.
Yeah.
And TGS is coming up, Tokyo Game Show. I think personally Microsoft has always been trying to win over that market. there was announced 4 days ago that they're going to be at TGS. I would not be surprised if they're holding some games because, again, they were absent. And we know that they're developing games for Switch 2 outside of Indiana Jones, obviously. That's not the only game they're bringing over. So
Rare Replay.
Yeah, Rare Replay. Even you look at Rockstar. Again, Rockstar likes to do things on their own terms. And I get that. So when Red Dead gets announced, and I said this a long time ago, probably on the podcast, I think last year, that when Red Dead gets announced for Switch 2, it's going to be announced for PS5 at the same time with a next-gen patch at 60 FPS. So that's all going to happen at the same time, but it's happening. You know? So there's games we wanted to see, right? And they weren't announced, but there's a lot of great games that were announced and that I'm excited for. And it's just like the last Direct we had, you know, with Octopath Traveler and The Adventures of Elliot. I'm like, I'm hyped for these games personally, and I know you are, Gamebird. You love HD 2D. I love it.
Dude, the RPG lineup for Switch 2 within less than 6 months on the market is nuts. Like, dude, RPG fans are eating so good. We got Fire Emblem Stash as the closer, and it looks freaking amazing. And Monster Hunter Stories 3 looks amazing. And we're getting the Dragon Quest 7 reimagined. What else? I know there's more RPGs in there today.
My hype level is very high for Dragon Quest. I adore that game. And again, I've talked about it a ton, but I really hope one day the West appreciates Dragon Quest as much as Japan does.
Me too.
It's special, man. Like you can adore Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy. There's no rule against that. They're the same company, you know?
So Stash, I skipped the PlayStation. I never had one. And so my Dragon Quest experience is Dragon Quest 1 through 4, 5 on the Super Nintendo. Then I played on a Repro cartridge. And then whoop all the way to Dragon Quest 11. So how is 7? How does that stack up to some of the GOATs like 8 from what I hear and 5?
I would say 7's right there with 11S and Hand of the Hand of the Heavenly Bride.
Okay, so top tier.
Yeah, to me it's like probably top 3. It's really special, man. Yeah, that's why it's getting the remake right now. They're not doing a HD 2D right now of 5 or 6 or 8 or 9. They went to 7. They went to an odd number because
I wondered about that because a lot of people glaze 8 and 5. That's kind of the big ones everybody's glazing. And I'm sitting there thinking, why 7? But you're kind of answering that question. You said this is pretty epic. So.
Yeah, and in Japan, they absolutely adore this game. And even during the Direct, like I had my other window open and I was looking up the popularity of Dragon Quest 7 in Japan, and it did say that it's definitely one of the most popular Dragon Quest games, right there with Hand of the Heavenly Bride and XIS. So, this game's very special, and I hope people buy it up. I think I saw the price at $60. I'd pay $70 for it, even though I don't want to. I would, but I'm glad it's $60. And between that, we got the Resident Evil games.
Huge.
Hades 2, which again, I absolutely love Hades. Played it, Switch 2 experience
on a physical too.
Yeah, on the physical. Yep. I saw the physical is $50. Saw the pre-order went up. I already got Galaxy 102 pre-ordered at Best Buy. Got that baby locked in. You never know if it's limited.
Guys, we got Galaxy 2 coming to Switch 2. This is, in my opinion, the best 3D Mario game. In my opinion, this is a huge win. I love Odyssey, don't get me wrong, and I love Mario 64, but there was just something like they took Mario Galaxy 1 is such a magical and special game, and then they took that and they made it even better. They made it
one of the best soundtracks in I think in Mario history. Like for me, I think the best soundtracks go to Mario 64, and then I got to jump to Galaxy games.
First orchestrated Nintendo games.
Mario never had a bad soundtrack. They're so good.
Yeah, they're all so good. Like good. I think it's Good Egg. Is it Good Egg Galaxy? Is that the name?
Yeah. I think that's right.
Dude, yeah, because I have the music. Obviously, I use it in some of my videos, and that soundtrack's so good. Obviously, 64 with one of my favorites, Dire Docs. But man, I was very happy to see this, and the fact that it's going to be in 4K, that was a nice bonus, right?
Yeah, I did not know that. That's really cool that happened.
Yeah, and we're getting Hyrule Warriors. So we're getting Hyrule Warriors. We're getting Pokemon. We're getting Kirby. We're getting Metroid. We're getting Hades 2. And then Q1, Nate and I and Paul were like, dude, Q1 is going to be insane. Like Q1 to spring. So, right, the first 4 to 5 months of 2026 is going to be nuts. Plus, there's going to be more games announced too.
Stash, I want to ask you about a game in particular because I know you don't have a lot of time, and I might not have much more time on the show either. I'm going to find out very soon. But there's a game I wanted to pick your brain at because you're a big sports guy. What do you think of that new Mario Tennis game? Because I got to be honest, guys, I think this looked really good. It looked way better than the last Mario Tennis game. It looked way better than the Switch Strikers game. It looked way better than the Mario Golf game.
That was one of the ones I gave a Commodus thumbs up to. Yeah.
That adventure mode looked like a ton of fun. And then I forget what it's called, fever mode with all the wonder mechanics and all the random chaos. Tons of fun. The 30 fever rackets with 38
that was awesome.
Dude, this game looked awesome. This looked like a redemption for Mario sports games. So I'm just curious your thoughts because this one was a surprising highlight. I never thought a Mario, and I used to love the Mario sports games, but like in the modern age right now, based on what we got with Switch 1, I would have never thought a Mario sports game would have been a highlight in a direct for me. But this one hit pretty hard for me. Stash, I want your thoughts, and I want to hear what everyone else thinks about it because this one was a big one for me.
Yeah, so I think probably your initial thoughts was the same thought I had. When I saw adventure mode, the first thing in my head was, we got a story mode.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, this is Camelot at their best when they're allowed to do a story mode, right? And to me, the best Mario sports games had the story mode. And if I recall, it was what? Mario Golf on Game Boy Color, right? With the story mode?
Yes. Yep. And tennis, I believe.
Yeah. The peak Mario Golf.
Sluggers had one.
MVP days of the series.
And couldn't you put your character on 64 with the pack?
With the transfer pack?
Yes, you could bring your character over.
So now, guys, John Doe Juggalo in the chat asked a question. It's kind of the question that was on my mind. And I'm hoping that story mode might have answered it. But he says, but will Mario Tennis be complete? None of the sports games on Switch 1 were complete on launch by far. And that is true. A lot of during the Switch era, Nintendo kind of used the sports games and that first Kirby game as kind of an experiment in, beta basically releasing and then releasing games complete with free downloadable content. So it looks like we're already starting. I guess my answer to that was with this particular game, we're getting a full story mode. On top of that, we have like 38 characters, 40 rackets, things. It seems pretty complete to me, but I understand why you're asking that question. I just want to get everybody's thoughts on that.
Yeah. So I did want to note, like the adventure mode, we had a story mode in Aces. People were let down by it. It didn't feel.
Yes.
It was not.
It didn't present well either when they showed it off too. It
was not
that fun.
It was not the ace in the hole that we wanted it to be.
Right.
Yeah. And one thing I did like about Mario Tennis Aces, though, I will note the multiplayer being the tournament mode. I love that.
Sure.
I'm a little sad that doesn't seem to have come back. But they have ranked matches and stuff. Like they're doing a different online with this.
The tower battles like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, the tower battle is cool. Tower battle. That's a fight. That's like a fighting game classic. Climb the tower to the top. I like that. That's pretty neat. I am curious. Like one thing I'm curious about this game, and they didn't show this, is we have all the racket variation. We have the most characters in the history of the franchise.
Yes.
They said that out loud.
Yeah.
Exciting. That sounds like it really sounds like they were able to go all out for this one.
Mhm.
But what I didn't hear was the most courts. I want a lot of courts, and I want a lot of variations. And I want
I do
balls.
too.
All the courts in Mario Tennis, baby.
Yeah,
I will say this based off of like the variety, and it seems like they're having more fun with this one, from the fever rackets to the Wonder Seed stuff. Even the story mode, like this is the Nintendo that I love. The story setup is everyone got turned into babies and forgot how to play tennis. I love it. That's the weird Nintendo charm. So I feel like based on what we've seen, I'm excited to see what the courts are like, because I feel like they're going to get a little bit weirder than what we got in the last game.
That's a great point by GameBird too. Mario games, the sports games and the Mario Karts have almost always drawn from whatever mainline Mario game was going on at the time. So in this case, it'd be Odyssey and Mario Wonder. And that has fertile ground for awesome courses, courts, all kinds of stuff. Yeah. That Mario can draw from in its side games.
To me, guys, so like what I see from tennis, first off, is a strong foundation, because we have 38 characters and what was it, 30 rackets? Was it?
I believe that's
30. Yeah.
I think it was 30.
So yeah.
So I'm thinking, like, dude, the first thing I thought of is there's so many strategical variables based on the character you pick, the racket you use, and then can the rackets be upgraded? Like, are there any RPG possibly elements in this, even if they're light? But I was looking at it that way. I'm like, man, this is going to be very fun. And it's coming out so early. You got to ask yourself, how evergreen is this going to be? Like, are they going to continuously update this?
Yeah.
Which I think they are. Look, Mario Kart was the testing ground. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe showed Nintendo that, we can release a game and we can continue to update it throughout the whole generation. And look what happened. Became the best-selling game on Nintendo ever outside of Wii Sports, right? Which was a pack-in. Now, granted, Mario Kart was a pack-in for the holidays, but this is a Wii U game that did absolute numbers. So to me, I really believe they're like, hey, we're onto something here. I think if we give our fans a lot of new content throughout the whole generation, we can continue to do that and like have half development team doing that, take the other half, work on something else. And that's how they pump out games, once a month, because they're able to spread their talent out. So this is exciting to me. That was my takeaway with Mario Tennis, is like, this looks deep. And that's what I'm about. You guys know I love competing. So I'm like, this is going to be really fun.
Hey, Stash, I wanted to fact check us here. Yes, it is Wii Sports still, barely. I think Kart could pass it though.
Yeah. I will say, for how competitive Stash is, like, we have two people on the show here competing in actual tournaments at PAX West. Only one of them got the job done. And that was
Josh had to go against twins.
What tournament? What tournament?
NBA Jam. It's my fifth one. Fifth one I've won. 5-0.
Like Super Nintendo NBA Jam?
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I won that at PAX. I won the 94 Super Nintendo tournament at Blockbuster here in Arizona, and then I won 2 arcade tournaments, and then I won the Retro World Series in 2022. So yeah, I really love competing.
Badass.
You guys know this.
I know.
It's maniacal a little bit.
Double check all the bingo cards. And Stash is confident over there that he won. We'll see. We gotta check the record on them. That'll be next week's show when we're all back in studio. So we'll double check those bingo cards and see who the winner and loser was.
Yeah, I'm excited. There's so many games though that weren't announced. Like Like, look at Assassin's Creed, Peggy rated, still no announcement. It's like, that's coming soon. Mirage and Shadows.
Dude,
probably
Elden Ring was not there.
Yeah.
How wild
Yeah,
is
that's
that?
wild.
I'm starting to feel like that game might get a 2026.
Didn't we
You know
get
what?
some RPGs on the Japanese end of things too, guys? That weren't announced.
We got the Mega Man
Yeah.
Starlink.
Starlight Collection. Starlink, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's nice. It's like, why did you guys not have that in the US Direct? That's weird.
I know.
Like, we love Mega Man 2. We grew up on that.
God, Mega Man 2 and Mega Man 3, some of my favorite. Oh my God. Oh.
Me too. That and of course Mega Man X.
Mega Man X, dude. I
Mega
must
Man
have,
X
when
is
I was a
perfect
kid, I must have rented that like 9 times from
Dude, so did
Blockbuster
I.
before I
game,
owned it. Yeah, I just kept going back and renting it.
Same. Yeah, same. I don't know why we didn't buy it. I mean, we didn't buy it because that's a hard sell.
$90.
And it's a hard sell with your parents, right?
Yeah.
Right.
$3 at Blockbuster versus what, $59.99.
Yeah, 60 to 90.
60,
I remember buying Chrono Trigger
70.
for $100.
Yeah, Doom on the Super Nintendo was I think $84.99 when it came out.
Yep. Back then, the trend was cheap hardware and expensive software.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes I think about it. I'm like, man, I look at my collection, and I look at the economy today. Like, I wonder if there's a market for a rental store in my area.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yes. Because it would help people, and it would be a good business. It would be a win-win for the business owner and the consumer.
Well, stash renting is coming back, especially as the macroeconomics go more and more into turmoil. I think it was the philosopher Guy Debord. He said that we have gone from living to owning, and owning to the appearance of owning. So over time, it's only going to get more and more.
Yeah, I mean that's the motto. You own nothing and you'll like it. Sad, but
Stash,
yes.
how much time you giving us left? So I have one question for you, but I want to know how much time you got.
Let me stand up on this this log right here and look over the fence and let me see. Okay, we're good. Don't the guys support this? They know. They know. They were watching this morning too.
That
it's all good.
He's with
Stash Riddle slaps, guys.
He's with his fellows out there. It's gonna be wild, man. All right. Yeah, it's great. All right, so what's one game from the Direct you really want to talk about? Obviously, we already dove deep on Metroid Prime 4. We were starting to go around. I'll let you be the second one because that was flipping the switches. One that we were going to go over. What's one big game you really want to dive deep on quick here?
Okay, so again, a lot of great stuff announced. A lot of games I'm picking up. A lot of stuff we knew was coming. We knew about the 777, and me personally, right? I really believed Final Fantasy 7, Resident Evil 7. I had hope in my heart that it would be Dragon Quest 7, but I'm like, I don't want to say it, I don't want to jinx it, because if that happens, like, oh my God, I'm going to lose my shit. And sure enough, it happened, and I was so happy. When that music hit, that Dragon Quest title theme, the Overture theme, I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe we're getting this. So that's where I'm at. Like, guys, if you go to obviously I can't do it on my phone, but if you go to howlongtobeat.com, or if you just Google How Long to Beat Dragon Quest 7 PS1, it's a very long game. And you got to wonder if they're going to add anything to it. They usually do add a little bit. They try to stay true to form, but they usually add some additional content, and obviously they add in some modern amenities. But that game for $60 for the amount of playtime and enjoyment you're going to get out of that story, that's huge. I am very, very happy about that. And the Switch One was, look, growing up, the SNES was the king of RPGs, and then PlayStation 1 kind of took that over, or you could say it was tied. everyone's got their opinion. PS1 had a ton of great, and then Switch came out, and to me, Switch 1
It's Switch.
became the king of RPGs. And then now we have all those games on Switch 1, on Switch 2, and it looks like they're picking up right where they left off with the RPGs like Adventures of Elliot, Octopath Traveler, Final Fantasy VII, and of course, Final Fantasy Twitter came out today and said all three are coming to Switch 2. They confirmed it today, which we already knew this, but it's nice to get another confirmation, right? I just look at that, and we're getting Dragon Quest. We got Dragon Quest 1+2 coming out on October 30th, and I'm just like, dude, this is like, that's what I love the most. Like, I absolutely love RPGs, so I'm very happy, eating good. That's the most exciting game for me. What about you guys?
I mean, look, it's hard to top Metroid Prime 4, obviously, but we've already kind of gone in depth on that because that's like we've been waiting 8 years for that. I'm very curious on Dragon Quest 7 because, again, we've talked about this for a while. I haven't ever really deep dove into Dragon Quest. I have Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D that I haven't dove in yet, but I already bought it because I know that's the prequel to 1 and 2, and that's coming out soon. Like, I need to do that and then play the 1 and 2. 7, I don't know. Like, I'm assuming you could just dive into that without playing any of the prior ones, like most games out there. So I feel like I'm probably going to give that one a try because that one looked incredible to me. I was commenting on the guy with the mustache, and then here we have the guy with the mustache.
So what I'll tell you, Stash, is you have sold me. I mean, not that I needed much of a push. Sold me on 7, 100%. My first RPG, my first JRPG ever was Dragon Quest 3 on the NES.
Okay. Oh yeah, gold.
And then Dragon Quest 5, importing that on the Super Nintendo on like a repro cartridge.
Yeah,
is one of the things that grew my love for JRPGs. And then finally getting to reunite with Dragon Quest on the Switch with Dragon Quest 11, dream come true. Gave me Final Fantasy 6 vibes in all the best ways in that second.
Yes.
You know. So getting to play another Dragon Quest, yeah, it makes me very happy to hear how good this one is.
Cameron, what are your thoughts?
Dude, there's so much stuff from this presentation that I'm excited for. I think it's probably my favorite presentation of the year from Nintendo. But I got to give the big one. I kind of mentioned this at the beginning of the show. I give the big one to Fire Emblem. For me, Prime is my most anticipated game of the year. And it could be my favorite or second or third favorite Switch game, but Fire Emblem 3 Houses is for me top 5, maybe even top 3 games on Switch 1. The game's that good, and it's 3 campaigns in one, and it looks like this one is following in the footsteps of 3 Houses. You know, it looks like it's taking from that, and there's at least at the very least a loose connection to 3 Houses. If anyone played 3 Houses at the end of the trailer, you know, they're at the very least loosely connected. So that one's a big deal. The game looks bigger and prettier than Fire Emblem has ever looked. So yeah, I think that's my big one. But again, Prime 4, it's like Prime 4 is right there. I'll throw out one more game because I know this is one that's probably under the radar for probably 99% of the people who watch this, but you guys know on the podcast, I'm a big fan of visual novels. Well, we got Danganronpa 2, which is
I was thinking about you.
literally one of the best visual novel series, period. One of the best.
I just finished Danganronpa 1, and I'm very excited to get into Danganronpa 2.
2's amazing, and better yet, there's brand new story with brand new murders, brand new mysteries in this one. It's Danganronpa 2 by 2. So I have to shout that one out just because I know it's one that a lot of people probably just completely overlook.
Mm-hmm.
But if you guys like, even if you guys tried like the Phoenix Wright games or even Emio or any of the Famicom Detective, like some of the more recent stuff, check out Danganronpa, guys. Like seriously, you won't be disappointed. These games have killer mysteries, really cool, fun, like trial mechanics. It's a great time.
Yeah, I thought about you when that was announced because isn't that a game that you just talked to us about recently?
Probably. Yeah, I'm sure I have.
Yeah, so I'll have to check that out because I haven't done much dabbling in the visual novels. I have nothing against it. I just haven't dove in yet. So sounds like that's a good one to start with, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. So okay, so I didn't really give what like I'm just we're gonna go in depth on this probably a little bit later, but Age of Imprisonment. Oh my god. Oh my, they look so good.
Korok Warrior.
Dude, the Korok
I know.
Dude, even
Korok stole the show.
Sometimes even the most excited stuff is like what happened after they showed the box art, the new key art and everything. Dude, Link is somehow in there, but it's not Link. But then there's also, if you pay attention to the art, there's a throwback in there with a scarf to the OG Hyrule Warrior Link.
Okay.
Like, oh my gosh. I'm so excited for this. Like, I'm a Zelda person. I'm already excited. It's canon story. I've enjoyed all the Hyrule Warriors. You know, I like Warrior games. I was obviously going to be excited anyways. I didn't know that I could get this excited. I'm almost as excited for this as I am for like an actual new mainline Zelda. This looks so hyped. The game is running so smooth, so crisp. Oh man.
Yeah, and it's encouraging that Dynasty Warriors Origins was announced. I feel like that just lends more credence to the fact that it's probably going to perform well.
Dude,
there's a lot of Kawi Tecmo.
They had so many enemies on Dynasty Warriors Origins. There were at one point there's a screenshot that it shows there's almost like 1,000 characters on screen. I'm like, this is awesome.
It's wild.
Yeah.
And Dynasty Warrior Origins, for those that don't know, obviously that game came out earlier this year. PlayStation 5, PC, Xbox. Only the current gen consoles, not the last gen. It's one of the highest rated Dynasty Warrior games ever. So it's really exciting it's coming over.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
Tiger Time. Well,
Tiger Time.
We haven't heard from Tiger Time for a bit, so I want to hear some of your what was like your
most
type games, like 2 or 3 games that really.
Yeah, totally. So, Dragon Quest VII was definitely in my top 3. I remember on the Xbox 360, one of the most random games that I just played a ton of was Blue Dragon. And
hell yeah.
Played the heck out of that game, fighting all the Poos, trying to finally kill the Golden Poo, King Poo. Akira Toriyama, obviously, so a lot of similarities there with Dragon Quest. And I recently played the first game that I've ever played in Dragon Quest, which was Dragon Quest II, which kicked my butt. I got to the final. It was I can't remember if it's a tower or a castle, and I just kept dying there, and I still haven't beat it to this day. So I've got to get back there. I can't check that one off the list yet. But, it definitely, had aged. So I'm excited to play the 2D HD version of it. But, I still saw all the charm. I still fell in love with the series. So really excited to hop into 7. And I also like how they called it reimagined. It's kind of a double-edged sword. I think people already get kind of confused between remastered and remakes, and now we have the reimagined entering the elements, not really knowing what that means. But I'm really excited to see what the heck reimagined really means.
Is that the reason you're out? Is that the guy?
Come on, Nate. Hey, this is the guy. This is the guy that was on Facebook making those inappropriate comments.
Yeah.
That's why I had to walk outside. I'm like, Brandon, I don't know if I can trust you to behave today.
Dude, he made some absolutely wild comments when he was streaming on Facebook early in the podcast.
So I'm like, I don't know if I can keep streaming on Facebook because everyone from high school is still making the same inappropriate jokes from high school, which was 20 years ago. Like, you can't do this, guys.
That's hilarious.
2025, got to be a little Keep it private, no public setting.
Dude, we were in the Uber, and this guy was getting calls left and right for rides because we're up in a very small town, and it seems like this is the only guy doing business up here. And the guy was like texting while he was driving, and Brandon's like offering to like take over the wheel for him, and like puts his hand on the wheel. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Stop! All of us were like, dude, you can't do that anymore.
Yeah, he literally will never take our ride. We need more rides tonight. Stop it.
Yeah, we need a ride home, dude. Yeah, it's pretty funny, but he's out of control. That's why I had to come outside. I'm like, I can't do this in front of him.
Yeah, that's not the guy getting married, right?
What's that?
Is that the guy getting married, or is it somebody else?
No, the guy getting married is our other very good friend from high school, Matt. But no,
Okay.
Brandon's married with a kid.
Okay,
Guys, I
sometimes.
I hate to cut through. I got to take off. I wish I could stay to the end. Stash is my replacement. You ain't going nowhere, Stash.
Our Uber's almost
Pleasure to
here.
meet you, buddy.
Well, that doesn't mean you turn the phone off. I need you to carry on for me.
I mean, I could definitely try if they behave, but we're probably gonna act like a bunch of animals.
party. It ain't gonna be. Hey,
But,
come on.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's been fun. I'm stoked. Today was a good day. I want to shout out one more game. I won't talk about it. I just want to shout it out because it looked really cool. And this was just an unexpected, smaller announcement that I thought looked awesome. Poppycom, where you shoot the matching colors and it's co-op based. That game looked like a lot of fun. So I just want to shout that one out before I go. Guys, so nice talking with you. Tiger Time, pleasure to meet you finally.
Yeah,
Super
you
cool.
too.
Flipping the switch. Great to meet you. Great to chat.
Always, man.
I'm sure we'll all talk again soon, and I'll see you all on the next Game Bird Classic.
See you on Wednesday, man.
Stash. Gamer, see you Wednesday.
See you,
you
man.
guys.
Oh man.
That's
Just so you know, N64 Josh, flipping the
He
switch.
didn't say goodbye to me. He didn't say goodbye to me.
Oh shoot!
Game Bird, yeah, you see, he met you in person now, and he's like, "Fuck that guy."
Yeah.
When Game Bird and Stash step on, I just want to let you guys know you got some vibes to fill here because I can't make up for these vibes.
Right.
Can't do it.
Depends on how much booze is in me, man.
Yeah, we need some more $20 super chats in the chat. I will get lots of booze in me, and then maybe I can make up the vibes.
I'm gonna switch over to Blanton's. I got 5 bottles of that, and we'll get the vibes rocking.
There we go. Yeah.
Oh, shit, goddamn. Oh man. All right. Josh, what sort of game were you most excited about from the direct that you want to talk about here?
Oh, it's there's honestly a lot. Like I'm pretty excited about quite a bit. I'll just touch on one briefly, and then well, you guys already kind of talked about tennis. I loved Aces, and I didn't care. And to be perfectly honest, I don't care about the story aspect. That's not important to me. I didn't care for it in the
story. I don't care about. It's the adventure.
Yeah, I like when it came to the Mario golf games on Game Boy, I wanted to play as Mario and just golf. That's all I did the adventure stuff because I could bring my character over, but it had no appeal to me. And Aces, I did the story and I was like, yeah, whatever. I'll do it in this one too. It's fine. But to me, it's about those core mechanics. I'm actually bummed they're not bringing back the Aces moves that you could like flip way over this. I was like, this is epic, but it created a pretty big skill gap, I think, because then they tried to nerf it. And then now it's not coming back. And I was like, this was such a Nintendo thing. Like it was a very, like, I love that aspect of it. And it also made for some like really hype plays. Whereas now it's like, this is more of a simulator and less arcade, except for the rackets, of course. But like,
the rackets, I think are going to create that skill gap again. That's what's going to happen. Yeah.
And I hope it doesn't come down to like, oh, everybody uses this one racket because it ends up being, like the meta or something like that.
There might be a little rock, paper, scissors action with it too, or there might be like a counter racket to that.
I hope so. Yeah, I hope so. And like you guys were saying, it just needs to have the content and the support, and then it's gonna be golden. One of the
modes they've ever had in a tennis game.
Yeah, there's a ton for sure. But I did, like you mentioned too, I loved the tournament mode in Aces. I played that well. Like, it was hard to find a match. Like, it was like there were some nights there was not a single person playing when I would try to jump in there. So I played it like well into its lifespan. And so really looking forward to that. I think one of the hypest moments for me, I'm a sucker for the Koopalings. When they showed that in Wonder, I really got excited. Like, that was something that I was like, this is what I was like. I wanted to see Wonder either go with a 40th anniversary, like Super Mario Brothers style, like those 8 level or those 8 worlds again, and then get to experience them in Wonder with Wonder Flowers, or something with the Koopalings was also the next on my list. Like, if they were going to do a Wonder 2 or whatever, and that kind of seems like what we're getting. So I'm very, very excited about that, because my biggest complaint with Wonder is that once I finished it, I was like, I want more. Like, they could have made that game twice as long, and I think I would have still wished it was twice as long as that. Like, it was just so much fun playing that game, 100%ing it, all that kind of stuff. So very, very excited for what they're doing there. I want to touch just briefly on Fire Emblem. I don't know about you guys, and I mentioned this on Twitter to Player Essence, I believe, that it felt like a PlayStation game. Like the look of it and like the overall maturity of it. Like, and when I said that, it was taken a little bit out of like it. You know how Twitter is. It's like it's like text, right? And so like what he responded, and some other people responded like, what do you mean, have you never played? And it's like, no, it's not just the story itself. This feels like a mature, like, it feels very mature, and it had this cinematic mature vibe to it that I'm like, yes, we need, like, Nintendo needs more stuff like this, that it's just pretty epic. And that kind of got me excited for that game. And to the point that I need to, like, probably finish 3 houses and even engage, you know what I mean? So, but I know Stash is gonna be leaving soon, so I don't want to go too much longer if he's got other stuff he wants to say.
Okay, the only other things I'm gonna get in the Uber right now. Oh, is it the same guy? Brandon, do not touch the wheel.
Maybe put him in the back seat.
Well, actually, we do have someone going in the back. Look, we got someone going. Shane's going in the back. He's a grown man, but he's got to.
I was gonna say, yeah. If you want to live dangerously, strap someone to the hood, man.
Trunk. If he touches the wheel, he's a permanent trunk driver.
Strap someone to the hood.
Man. Oh my God! Do I have to lap it? Yeah, I have to lap it.
I need someone that fell a Nintendo fanboy.
Yeah. Oh my God!
No. Oh, here we begin. It's beginning.
Brandon.
All right, we're here on the Uber.
Are we live?
Yeah, we're live. All right, so I will say that I know you guys can't see me, but you can hear me, and I will say that I was very excited about Virtual Boy because I never got to own one as a kid.
Oh, fuck, you didn't know that.
I got to play it at Best Buy once before it was, taken off of demo. And the fact that I can own it for $100 and get basically the whole catalog of games, but also in HD and not, the graphics that it would be like if you were to use a Virtual Boy today is pretty cool.
Yeah, I said it's
That's nice.
So, I'm excited about that.
I'm with you. Like, it's something I should not be excited about, and I really am, because as a kid I never got to play it either, and I was like, okay, kind of weird, kind of strange, but it also felt like, I think the excitement came from the fact that, like, it opens up the door for like Nintendo to get extremely weird at this point. There's everything. What did that say? Brandon, take the wheel.
Yeah, Brandon, take the wheel.
With singing, like,
Jesus, take the wheel, Brandon.
So good.
Please don't take the wheel, Brandon. I'll reach through the phone and slap you.
Yeah.
Stash is like, I will put your face through the bottom of the car. You touch that fucking wheel. Oh my god!
This is how I'm a little concerned for Stash. This is how bad movies start, man.
Yeah, I know. I feel like
This is how bad fucking movies start.
I'm gonna say right now, if I see the phone start flipping in the air, I gotta cut the feed, man. I gotta cut the feed.
I'm watching closely.
Jeez.
That's why I'm not saying anything. I'm watching closely.
Yeah, he's locked in over there.
I gotta lock in, make sure we don't die to where we're going next.
Like, what's that movie with Jamie Foxx and like Tom Cruise where you get in there and one of them's a hitman or some shit?
Oh, jeez.
That's a good movie too. I like that.
That's a great Collateral.
Collateral damage.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, Collateral's a great movie.
Yeah. Okay, Eric.
Yes.
What was one of the games that like you were? I don't know if you're buying anything out of this direct. I have no idea. We can talk about that later. But you're a game that kind of piqued your interest.
I just like the name, but Dinkum. That was fucking awesome. I just love the name. No, I mean Hades 2 looks freaking awesome. I mean, I'm probably not gonna buy it, but again, it looks freaking really good.
Yeah, Hades 2 is amazing. We already know it's amazing. It's been out on PC for a bit now. I forgot what's the release date for that one.
September 25th.
Yeah, September. Okay, yeah. Then it was soon. Yeah, that's gonna be really exciting. And also, guys, it is console exclusive for a moment, as we're just seeing quickly if Brandon was taking the wheel. Just had to make sure that he's Staff is showing us that he has not grabbed the wheel yet.
Brandon, don't touch the wheel, okay?
Podcast episode ever. Should we all just
goodness
quick and get on our phones?
This is wild.
Oh, this is great. Oh, man.
Brandon thinks he's the captain now.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not more focused on games. I am enthralled by this.
Yeah, this feels like Anchorman.
Yeah.
When they went live on Anchorman 2 with the live chasing.
Yeah.
What's happening on our show right now?
Brandon's trying to dispatch out there.
See? We're about to be in a live police chase. Dispatch is coming out.
1 second, I gotta just look at.
Phil, okay, Phil went up Calexis and Chance says, "Hurry up, Zoo." We're getting there.
Yeah, this does kind of feel like GTA 6 live right now.
Yeah, this is wild.
Dude, you guys look at the graphics on this game. It's incredible.
Pretty sexy.
Okay,
Yeah, when we talk about overshooting the market, this is the graphical level we're super talking about.
all right. So I have two games I want to make sure we talk about. Obviously, Age of Imprisonment. I'm going to kind of save that maybe towards the end because I'm just such a big Zelda nerd. I like to end with Zelda. What about that new Fire Emblem game, guys? I mean, what are our deep thoughts on that Fire Emblem game? As much as we can have for what we saw. I had just up when it come. I think it's just 2026 in general. What are we thinking on this Fire Emblem game? Because it kind of looks to me like they're maybe going back to that 3-house style, but we don't know 100% for sure, of course, because it was kind of a blanket teaser for like the whole game. But there's like an arena thing going on. You guys know who that was at the end of the trailer, right?
Yes.
Name, please. Prove it.
No.
You gotta prove.
I don't remember her name, but it's the girl. It's the girl with the green hair on the throne.
Oh.
I'm so disappointed right now.
Hello?
I know who she is, and who is she? Well,
Don't remember those
girl with green
names.
hair on the throne. Yeah, that was in the
There's
trailer.
there's like 100 fucking characters
Yeah.
in 3 houses.
I'm taking my headphones off till someone gets it.
But now he can't hear us.
Hang on, Google. Hang on.
So how the hell am I Google is your friend, guys. Google is your friend. You can Google this.
Sothis.
He said no talking until it's.
Sothis.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Sothis.
Okay.
And I looked it up, to be fair.
Someone Googled. There we go.
Nice. There we go.
I know how to Google.
Characters from the game. So like,
Oh, she's from the mobile game. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Dude, you're so lucky you're not in person for this podcast because I might be going to jail on the.
You guys could open a business together and you could double your business.
So when it comes to Three Houses, what I guess what I would say, Three Houses, it's got big shoes to fill. Three Houses was like literally a game of the generation. It had like not entire 3 new games, but 3 substantially different campaigns that were offered for one $60 package. Like,
oh my God! I'm sorry. I'm so distracted by stats right now.
No, I'm having the same problem, man. we're getting a teaser trailer for GTA 6 here.
Yeah, I swear we're getting GTA 6 live right now. Hey, Stash. Hey, Stash. Maybe we should let you go so you can go have fun with the boys and not have to censor them on the stream.
Yeah, it'd probably be best.
Yeah, probably the best, buddy.
He sounds so stressed.
Have a good time. Do a shot in honor of the Metro Prime 4 stuff today. Do it with the boys. Have a good time. We're getting leaked text messages right now from your buddy on the left. That's actually the driver, but
he's driving.
He's texting and driving. This is what led to the problem to begin with, but it is what it is. All right, guys.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Our crash coming. We got to get off.
All right, I'll talk to you guys later.
Later,
See
man.
you, buddy.
All right, Stash.